Hello, my darlings, and welcome. Let's make a spell candle themed to the Zodiac sign of Sagittarius. Ruled by the planet Jupiter, Sagittarius are known for intelligence and independent thinking. Often optimistic and ambitious, Sagittarius are often able to see the bigger picture in situations. Let's do some magical crafting. This video is part of a series where I create 12 different zodiac sign spell candles and talk about the magical properties of the ingredients in each one. Candles are used in all kinds of magic and ritual: witchcraft, conjure, ceremonial magic, root work, and folk practices. Craft your candles to align with your magical goals by adding oils, herbs, gemstones, colors, or symbols. Most importantly, as you create your candle, infuse it with your intention. If your traditions call for it, you may wish to bless your candle, chant or speak words while creating it, invoke a deity, or pray over it. I began by weighing out my soy wax flakes and melting them over a very low heat. I've created a Book of Shadows page for this spell candle recipe. It explains the magical correspondences of the color, the herbs, and the crystals in this candle. If you'd like to download a PDF of this grimoire page, you can visit Magical Crafting on Patreon at the link below the video. My patrons can download recipes, Book of Shadows pages, artwork, and more, all provided as PDFs. Melt your wax slowly over a low heat. Be careful not to boil or burn your wax. If you see any smoke, your wax is burning. Turn the heat down. As the wax begins to melt, this is the perfect time to add your energy and intention as you stir the liquid. When making your candle, incorporate the ingredients you have on hand. You do not have to include all of the ingredients I show in this video. As always, my tutorial should only be a starting point for you to develop your own craft. Once the wax is completely melted, it's time to add the ingredients into the liquid. Make sure to turn the heat off before adding anything into the wax. I'll be adding 2 herbs into my wax and a third on top of the finished candle. I chose these ingredients because they're magically correspondent to the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. The first ingredient is saffron. In love spells and rituals, it can be used to infuse warmth and affection into a relationship. Saffron is the most expensive spice in the world. Because it's so costly, saffron is believed to attract abundance and wealth, making it suitable for money spells. The next ingredient is borage. In Greek folklore, borage was known as the herb of gladness and was believed to bring courage and joy. Borage has been used in love spells to bring happiness and fidelity to relationships. It's also used in magic for psychic abilities, protection, and communication. Some other options for herbs and flowers that correspond to Sagittarius are iris, violet, rosemary, honeysuckle, nutmeg, sage, feverfew, birch, aster, and St. John's wort. You may wish to add an essential oil or a perfume oil to scent your candle. This is optional. You may wish to leave your candles unscented for many reasons, including potential allergies. I'm using clove essential oil. This will bring the magical qualities of the spice into the candle and into my home. Cloves are often used for protection spells and rituals, as well as magic for love and friendship. In divination practices, cloves can enhance psychic abilities and intuition. Once you've included the ingredients you want inside the candle, it's time to add a color. I'm using a color that corresponds to the sign. For Sagittarius, I'm using violet. Other colors that correspond to Sagittarius are purple, dark blue, plum, and gold. Violet is ideal for rituals and spells that focus on transformation, divination, and spiritual growth. Use it for dream work, astral projection, or during meditation to enhance your connection with the divine. It's also powerful for banishing negativity and attracting spiritual protection. Make sure to add enough dye to the wax to make the liquid appear darker than the final color you want. The wax will lighten as it cools, which will lighten the colorant you've used. Next, it's time to pour the wax into the container. Make sure that you use a fire-safe container. Never use plastic or anything flammable. I've chosen a jar that has a wide opening so that I can add glitter and gemstones to the top of the candle. And it's easy to fill and not likely to tip over when lit for fire safety. I'm putting a small piece of double-sided tape on the bottom of my candle wick to stick it to the jar. I'm using 2 chopsticks, one on each side of the wick, and a binder clip to ensure that the wick stays centered in the jar and to create a straight up and down wick that will not droop. You can also tie the wick to a chopstick or skewer or use a clothespin to hold the wick, whatever you have at home that works with your container. Then slowly and carefully pour the wax in and scoop in any of the ingredients that have settled to the bottom. Leave your candle to cool and for the wax to firm up. The wax in my 5-ounce candle becomes somewhat firm in about 1 hour. The amount of time will vary depending on the size of your candle. Once the wax is cooled, you can add ingredients to the top of the candle. I like to use a heat tool to melt a little bit of the surface wax to adhere glitter and gemstones to the top. I love to add glitter to all of my crafts. I'm sprinkling some tanzanite purple glitter on top of this candle. And the final herb is star anise. This seed's potent scent is thought to enhance psychic abilities, and it's also used in love and attraction magic. Star anise is revered for its protective qualities. Hanging star anise around the house is believed to bring good fortune and safeguard against malevolent forces. I'm also adding turquoise gemstones to the top. Turquoise radiates a welcoming energy. Carry a piece of turquoise in your pocket or purse to attract love, friendship, and positive relationships into your life. This stone can also be worn for protection or used in magic for communication or self-expression. A candle created magically in your sacred space and with great intention can bring extra power and purpose to your magic. There are many ways to use your spell candle. Specifically, I will use mine in a new moon ritual on the new moon in Sagittarius. If your sun sign is Sagittarius, burn this candle to invoke the natural gifts you possess. Light this candle on your birthday to amplify the best qualities of your sun sign. This candle can be used by anyone to amplify all magical work done during Sagittarius season or to embrace Sagittarius energy. In particular, it would be useful in magical workings related to themes associated with higher learning, philosophy, spirituality, and long-distance travel. Focus energy towards visualizing your goals happening as you light your candle and as it burns. When the candle has completely burned through, you may wish to remove the gemstones, which are now supercharged with the energy of your intention. Keep them and use them in further magical workings, or give them back to the earth.